A Russian KA-226 helicopter crashed in Dagestan, killing 4 of the 7 on board. Those aboard were workers from Russia's defense aviation industry. The helicopter that crashed in Dagestan belonged to the sanctioned Kizlyar electromechanical plant. On board were workers en route to Izbirbash. The plant produces control systems and onboard electronics for Su and MiG aircraft, core components of Russia's war effort against Ukraine. A KA-226 helicopter crashed near a residential building in the village of Achi-Su. 4 employees of the Kizlyar electromechanical plant, a defense industry enterprise, were killed, and 3 others were hospitalized. The KA-226 helicopter, registration number RA-19307, that crashed in Dagestan belongs to the Kizlyar electromechanical plant concern. This was reported by the press service of Rosaviatsia. The agency classified the incident as a disaster. The helicopter was flying from Kizlyar to Izbirbash. There were workers on board. Witnesses claimed that the aircraft caught fire during the flight, and the crew tried to land it on the beach. The helicopter crashed into the territory of a residential building, which, according to Russian telegram channels, was empty at the time. A fire broke out at the crash site over an area of 80 square meters, which is being extinguished by firefighters. 3 victims were hospitalized at the Izbirbash City Hospital. One of them is in an extremely serious condition and is not transportable. 2 more were sent to a burn center, accompanied by doctors, the press service of the Dagestan Ministry of Health reported. The company produces a wide range of military and dual-use products. The company is mainly known for the production of equipment for aviation. In particular, AKU-58 suspension units for external suspension and launch of KH-59 missile, X-58, X-59, X-29, and X-31 families, as well as devices for transporting and dropping ammunition and cargo weighing up to several hundred kilograms. The plant also specializes in aircraft maintenance and diagnostics equipment, as well as ground control kits and operational monitoring systems for Sukhoi and MiG aircraft. In 2024, the Russian company Techmet, together with the Kizlyar electromechanical plant, presented a self-propelled anti-aircraft system based on the Typhoon VDV armored vehicle and the Ziu-23-2 anti-aircraft gun. The system began to be developed in 2020, and the system itself, based on the Typhoon VDV, was first presented in 2022 at the Army 2022 exhibition. The system has a high level of automation due to the installation of a remote control system, an optoelectronic station, and electric guidance drives. The system's computing module collects data from the optical system and weather station to capture the detected target and calculate the target's ballistics and trajectory. During the conversion, the Ziu-23-2 based system retains the main elements of the 2 A-13 carriage and artillery unit. The characteristics of the 23mm guns remained unchanged. The range and height of the targeted fire reached 2,000 meters. The main innovation of the system, according to the developers, is a new 23 by 152mm programmable projectile that will allow the system to effectively engage air targets.
По пути ехал, короче, он туда вертолет упал. Остановился, думал, вот рядом, где-то близко. Оказывается, далеко. Не знаю, добегу, не добегу бы.
The fighters of the Freedom of Russia Legion captured a Russian junior lieutenant who accidentally got to Ukrainian positions. He arrived at the site believing it to be controlled by the occupiers, but encountered an infantry unit of the Legion. The prisoner was the commander of a reconnaissance platoon of the 154th Separate Reconnaissance Battalion of the 104th Airborne Division, Konstantin Alexeyevich Tuktayev. According to the Legion, he was supposed to control the discipline of the personnel, in particular, alcohol abuse. Tuktayev has been a contract soldier since 2016. He joined the war in June 2022. At first, he guarded a factory in Kadivka of the Luhansk region, and later the headquarters of the 38th Separate Guards Motor Rifle Brigade, which was located in a kindergarten in the Kherson region. After taking an officer's course, he was transferred to the 104th Airborne Division. There, he headed a reconnaissance platoon as part of the 154th Battalion. A week before the incident, Tukhtayev's unit was transferred to the Zaporizhzhia region. The Ukrainian Defense Forces have spotted an armored personnel carrier converted from a trophy Russian T-62M tank. The video was posted on the Harmata by Facebook group. The vehicle's 115mm cannon was dismantled and the turret was equipped with anti-drone cage armor. In addition, the armored personnel carrier received a mesh frame around its perimeter to protect it from drones and cluster munitions. Due to the dismantling of the breach and unnecessary elements, the APC is likely to carry 3 to 6 infantrymen in the turret instead of the regular commander, gunner, and loader. According to Oryx, Ukraine has captured about 46 T-62 tanks of various modifications since the start of the full-scale war. Due to a shortage of spare parts and ammunition, they are likely to be converted into armored personnel carriers. The T-62M tank is equipped with a 4-stroke V-shaped diesel engine, V55U or V55UM. The engine output is 580 horsepower at 2,000 RPM. The engine displacement is almost 39 liters. Cooling is liquid. If necessary, the engine can run on gasoline or aviation kerosene. The transmission is manual, with 5 forward and 1 reverse gears. The maximum speed of the T-62M on the highway is up to 50 kilometers per hour. The range is up to 450 kilometers, or up to 650 kilometers with additional fuel tanks. As a reminder, the technicians of the 57th Motorized Brigade extended the life of a Mista-S self-propelled howitzer chassis by installing a tank turret from the T-72. The chassis of this vehicle is deeply unified with Soviet tanks. It adopted the general design from the Leningrad T-80 and the engine and transmission compartment with a B-84 diesel engine from the Toggle T-72. At the same time, the suspension was significantly reinforced to withstand the weight of the turret and the recoil energy of the 152mm howitzer. It is impossible to install a tank turret without major structural changes, as the diameters of the turret shoulder do not match. The T-72 has a diameter of 2,280 millimeters, while the Mista has a diameter of 2,444 millimeters. Theoretically, the tank turret could be installed with its functionality intact, as all the necessary equipment, including the automatic loading device, is located in the under-turret attachment. 2 people killed by the Russian attack on Dnipro, 10 more injured. 2 of the injured are children. Inna, a resident of the apartment building in Dnipro that was attacked by Russia, said that her 20-year-old daughter and the girl's boyfriend were injured. They had been trapped under the rubble on the 3rd floor. Both are now in intensive care.
Valentina Muka, the children were under the rubble and the ambulance took them to the hospital. They are now in intensive care.
Narrator, are they in very, very serious condition? What injuries do they have?
Valentina Muka, my daughter has issues with her legs and is in shock, and the boy has an arm injury.
Narrator, are these your children?
Valentina Muka, this is my daughter with her boyfriend. And the older one, he serves, fights, and the younger one was at grandma's. This is the 3rd floor. The brown furniture was my apartment.
Narrator, everything's in ruins there.
Valentina Muka, there's nothing.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.